The Battle Pass has began to take over all of in-game purchases. We need to ask ourselves though, is this actually a bad thing? The Battle Pass is a relatively new concept that we are still as players working to fine-tune and perfect. The Battle Pass has blown up ever since Fortnite introduced it all the way back in 2017. It does a great job providing us with value and also gets us to keep playing the game, even though we all say we hate whatever game we happen to be playing. Looking at you, League. But while most of the time a Battle Pass can be a great system, lots of games love to control how fast you complete it and honestly just make it pretty lame. It was such an innovative concept that has definitely changed how us players see in-game purchases, but it's not perfect yet. The Battle Pass can be a great system, but unfortunately gets its name dragged through the mud by the thousands of carbon copies created, basically just out of greed. I don't think you actually hate the Battle Pass, you hate bad Battle Passes. While technically the first Battle Pass came from Dota 2, it didn't nearly have the same influence that Fortnite's had. Even though Fortnite wasn't the first to have a Battle Pass, it was the game that popularized it. Now, why was it that Dota's Battle Pass failed, but Fortnite was the one that perfected this system? Dota's Battle Pass was just very small and was just used mainly to help fund the esports prize pool. Fortnite's implemented this Battle Pass as the main system of progression in their game, unlike Dota and the few others that came before it. The Battle Pass of Fortnite is what gave people motivation to keep playing and get that dopamine hit from ranking up. Fortnite, at its core, is just a battle royale, but the Battle Pass gave cool rewards to work toward and gave people something to brag about after hitting max level. Epic Games did a great job of making the Battle Pass a perfect exchange between player and developer. The player gets rewards by playing the game constantly, which helps the developers with keeping their player counts high and allowing revenue to come in every month. Another reason they did this system perfectly was because of how unique they make their challenges. Many other games like to just put lame challenges like get X amount of kills or win X amount of games, but not Fortnite. Their challenges can actually be really funny to complete and sometimes even take a little bit of thinking. Epic also made their Battle Passes give a huge amount of value and rewards. Fortnite's Battle Pass doesn't skimp on the rewards given and also gives another way to get Battle Pass for free via V-Bucks earned through ranking up. You could almost say you're signing a Fortnite contract with your V-Bucks. Once you buy that initial pass, you feel like you have to at least earn your V-Bucks back. People in general like to feel like they got their money's worth, so almost always they're going to earn that $10 of V-Bucks back. The Battle Pass is a system that can be great for the player, but also can be very valuable for the game. Something people don't realize about the Battle Pass is not only how much revenue it brings in, but how many players it keeps from leaving the game. This is why so many games are able to give you a part of that initial purchase back. They earn so much more than that $10 from the Battle Pass because once you buy it, you feel like you must complete it and dump another 100 plus hours into the game or whatever it takes. The Battle Pass is supposed to be a 50-50 exchange between the game and the player. The game gets your money and playtime, and you receive hopefully good rewards and maybe even some of your money or credits back. When games start to steer away from this 50-50 exchange is when we start seeing all the hate flooding in. Without getting back great value, you're paying for a chance to win good rewards that you have to work towards. Without that 50-50 exchange, it's almost always better to just spend your money elsewhere. So it's important for the game to keep in mind how the Battle Pass is supposed to be set up if they actually want to make it useful for the player. Now, the Battle Pass can be a fun challenge and reward-based system for a game to implement, but most of the time it's not that at all. Many games like to add a Battle Pass for their game just because of the popularity it's gained over the years and because having a Battle Pass is like the hot new trend or whatever. Once gaming studios start to get greedy, they ruin a lot of things, and the Battle Pass is probably its biggest victim. The Battle Pass of Fortnite gave huge value, but unfortunately many other games don't like their players as much as Epic. Many times they will add a Battle Pass with horrible rewards along with a terrible progression system, and it takes forever to complete just to get some mediocre reward at the end. At first, the Battle Pass was something new and exciting, but at this point, it's just become so overused. Almost every single game from Candy Crush to League of Legends has hopped on the Battle Pass bandwagon because their marketing team heard that it can make a lot of money. While, yeah, it can be great, it also needs to hold up to the gold standard that a Battle Pass needs to have, like the great value, the fun challenges, and something that makes it stand out from the rest. For example, a game like Brawl Stars is one that does a great job with incorporating their Brawl Pass in its own unique way, and it's also very favorable for the player. Every new season, which is 90 days, the Brawl Pass gives loads of credits, gems, coins, and you even get to unlock a new character. If you do spend money to get the pass every season, which only costs about $10, You can max out your account just so much faster because it provides you with so much value. But unfortunately, games like Brawl Stars and Fortnite are the outliers when it comes to the Battle Pass. Most games use the Battle Pass as a way to make free money and don't actually care about what goes into it. For example, a game I play very frequently, Valorant, has one of the worst Battle Passes I've ever seen. Well, yeah, it gives maybe 10 gun skins for $10. Almost every single skin since the launch of the Battle Pass has been just downright terrible. Along with getting these terrible rewards, it's also not even easy to progress through the pass. For spending your $10 to get the premium pass, Riot gives you a whopping 3% XP bonus towards ranking up, which just isn't enough. If you want to actually get all the rewards, you need to play a ridiculous amount and do all their lame challenges, like use whatever ability some random amount of times. Riot basically just threw in a battle pass so they could check off the box saying that it's in the game. Now, as much as I wish I could say that fun and high value battle passes are the standard, unfortunately they're not, and by a long shot. Ever since the explosion of the battle pass, almost every game developer has rushed to throw a battle pass into the game and get more money out of their game, which in turn has led to a massive hating of the battle pass. If it wasn't for all the greed in gaming studios, battle passes are an incredible way to utilize in-game purchases, but that just isn't how it's going to be because greed is sort of becoming the new standard for most game studios. Now that we have established all the things that make or break a battle pass, we can talk about what it takes for it to be perfect. So for starters, it needs something that fits well within the game and is not being forced by the developers. It's important that if you want your battle pass to succeed, it needs to have lots of thought and development put into it. Even though this seems obvious, it still needs to be mentioned due to the sheer amount of passes that have just failed at this. After the obvious, I think that the most important aspect of a battle pass is the ability to earn back a percentage of at least 50% of your money spent. This might seem like a loss for the developers, but in the end, it's going to keep players coming back again and again because you can just keep earning back more battle passes. People don't like to spend money, so if there's a way to get free stuff, they're almost always going to love it. I mean, who doesn't like free stuff? Along with the ability to earn your money back, the pass has to have rewards worth grinding for. Part of the fun in getting a battle pass is finally after a season of grinding and getting that final reward. When the rewards are lackluster, it makes no sense to even buy it. Without having interesting rewards, it becomes useless to buy the pass and infinitely better just to buy whatever item you want outright without having to do all the extra work. After you have established a unique and valuable reward system that's catered towards your game, finally you have to make sure that the challenges that go along with it are also fun. Like I've said, people are lazy and don't like doing grindy challenges. Doing something unique is very important for keeping players interested. For example, Fortnite actually does this very well with most of its challenges. Some of their challenges like dance on top of a sundial or score a soccer goal. Many challenges they provide offer something unique that takes you out of the regular game to complete some kind of fun little quest on the side. At the end of the day, battle passes are not going to go anywhere. Eventually they will slow down, but battle passes are always going to be around, especially when games do such a wonderful job of implementing them. Eventually, all the battle passes created from greed will be weeded out because eventually people are just going to get fed up with the 10,000 battle pass carbon copies that are simply just a money grab. And after that, we'll be left with a perfect battle pass system that will be extremely valuable for the player and will help keep the game alive. Because when it is done right, it is a really great thing for the player. I'm sure most of you who have played Fortnite can remember the first time that you maxed out the battle pass. For me, it was getting that season 3 John Wick skin. The idea of working for your rewards at a discounted price is a great system that I don't think we should completely do away with. What people need to realize is that greedy games are going to ruin almost anything that they touch, so we just have to stop letting them. They ruin battle passes, but it doesn't have to stay that way. Ever since Fortnite has popularized this concept, it's blown up and it's almost a staple of like every game nowadays. The Battle Pass has revolutionized in-game purchases and can be a great thing when done right, and it will continue to be put into games for many years to come.